everybody, and welcome to episode 34 of the Detroit Lions franchise. We're coming off a heartbreaking loss last week to Chicago in the very final seconds of the game, where they threw a miracle pass to a rookie receiver with Jeff Okudah in coverage, and unfortunately the big receiver ended up making the play. Cooper was a talented guy. He had himself a great game last week, but we were really putting a lot of trust in Jeff Okudah, and unfortunately things just didn't go our way. But we're moving on now. We're going to the Miami Dolphins, and one of the big things we see right now is their top two receivers will not be participating in today's game. Both Grime and Devontae Parker are both out for the next 4 weeks minimum. And that's going to be big for our DB group coming off a heartbreaking loss. We're hoping for a bounce-back game from guys like Jeff Okudah and Malik Hooker to go out there and make some big plays, hopefully force Tua into some interceptions. This might be our best opportunity all year to get some interceptions on the board. We haven't had many this week. Other than that, we know Miami has a talented and athletic defense. Guys like Jerome Baker are the personality of this team, as well as Xavier Howard and Byron Jones, two superstar ability cornerbacks. They're going to be looking to get some big plays on our young receiving core. So going in here to Miami, currently 6-6, the playoff picture not looking too bright. So it's fair to say at this point, if we want to make playoffs, we got to start winning games and start stringing them together if we're hoping to get the playoffs in our second year here as a Detroit Lions head coach. Tua is a young quarterback with a lot of potential. He's got a high ceiling. It's just whether or not he'll ever be able to take that next step against one of the best defenses in the league, in which we have, even with this unfortunate string of losses, they've been a stellar group of guys out on the field making plays and holding teams to manageable scores. It has been the offense that has struggled with inconsistencies so far. We're hoping to put these aside. Our defense is looking to have perhaps one of the easier games they'll have of the season if things go our way, and let's hope our offense can finally take advantage of it. But here is the opening kickoff with Hopkins, and it's going to be in the back of the end zone, so I'm expecting a touchback. It is tradition. So here we go. We're going to get a quick look at the stats for Tua. Up next right here, 3,000 yards, 25 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. He's having himself a pretty good season, but it's hard to tell. I didn't check at what point guys like Grimes and Devontae Parker, their top two targets, had been out for the year. So I don't know if he's been able to do well without them. But I'm expecting a run-heavy offense behind Marlon Mack. I believe they still have Myles Gaskins as well. So they've got some playmakers in the back. I think they even have Todd Gurley. I should have checked the rosters a little quicker, especially after a review. It's been a while since I've actually played this game here. I've had it pre-recorded for a while, but during exams I did take a break from the voice recording. But there's a good run there for Marlon Mack, picking up about 12 yards. It's going to be Malik Hooker who eventually takes him down. So 1st and 10 here on the 37. It's going to be the third run in a row going for Marlon Mack once again, and that's going to be a gain of about 3. So 2nd and 7 on the 40-yard line now. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Tua finally going to snap the ball, and we're going to see a pass for the first time here today. Looking deep, we brought pressure, and Kevin King blessed with an interception opportunity from the heavens, unable to come down with it. And Kevin King has dropped a couple easy interceptions this year. Very next play, looking for Borden Jr., and he's not able to catch it, so that's going to force the punt here, and we're going to see Philip Shelby out here for the first time. 3,000 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. A majority of these interceptions have come since the losing streak has begun, but hoping we can turn things around here and put up a couple touchdowns in the passing game and get things rolling as we're hoping to turn things around. First pass is going to go to TJ Hawkinson on the sideline, able to keep his 2 feet in bounds. He's going to be just short of the first down, I believe, and he is. So 2nd and inches in the pistol offense with Watt in at fullback, right down the middle to DeAndre Swift, a good physical run. That's going to be a good gain of about 4 and a first down. 1st and 10 now on the 32. Play action. Philip Shelby looking around. He's got a deep drop back, finding DeAndre Swift, but Pearman is going to make the tackle right after the catch, and it will actually end up being a loss of 1. So here we are, 2nd 11 in the shotgun. Going to run it to try and get some yards back, and Van Ginkel, outside linebacker for the Miami Dolphins, will come up with the big tackle. So not looking good on our first drive. 3rd and 13 here. Philip Shelby looking for the open man, hitting the sideline, and it's TJ Hawkinson picking up 14 yards, just enough for the first down, and it's going to be Pearman, a defensive back for the Miami Dolphins, making the tackle. After a big catch there by TJ Hawkinson, we do get a fresh set of downs. DeAndre Swift trying to get to the outside, but Bobby McCain is going to get a good tackle there. It will be a gain of 9, and they're bringing in a stacked line here, but we're going to run right down their throats, and DeAndre Swift with another physical run. It's going to be Jerome Baker getting involved for the tackle. 1st and 10 now on the 43. Fresh off the great gain there, and TJ Hawkinson already his 3rd catch of the drive here, and that's going to be just short of another first down, 2nd and 1. Other than that one series where we were stuck in a 3rd and 13, we've been moving the ball pretty efficiently. Looking around now, staying in the pocket, and deflected down by Kyle Van Noy, veteran linebacker in this Miami Dolphins defense. He's one of their captains. He's a reliable player coming from the New England system. Keyshawn Crocker on his first run of the day is going to pick up about 6 yards, so we do get the first down. Currently, we have a 5-run to 5-pass split on the offense, keeping things pretty balanced. DeAndre Swift breaks a tackle, and he's going to pick up about 14 yards there. 5 rushes for 31 yards. A good physical run from our three-down running back in DeAndre Swift. Very next play in the shotgun, trying to get to the outside, trying to make a man miss, but that's going to be, I believe, Byron Jones, yes, making the tackle. Number 24, a very talented defensive back for this Miami Dolphins. Great defensive back core just in general. Looking to the flat now. David Njoku unable to come down with the catch. Trying to get him involved early. Unfortunately, does not go our way there. Going to be a 3rd and 4 here on the 7-yard line, running the ball once again, unable to get the first down there. I don't even believe we picked up a yard, so it's going to be a 4th and 4, and we do get some points up on the board with a field goal. So it's not the initial touchdown that we were looking for after a stellar drive, but it is points nonetheless. First drive back after the eventual punt by the Dolphins. They start off with a big run by Marlon Mack for about 3 yards, and here we are on 2nd and 7 looking for Marlon. Once again does make the grab, but they're actually going to call it as out of bounds there. So 0-3 so far for Tua, and he's having an issue finding his guys wide open. We're taking advantage of the lack of receiving talent, going deep very next play, but can't even keep it in bounds for the possibility of his receiver making a big play. Jeff Okudah was there though, step for step. Back on offense, DeAndre Swift is going to run into Melvin Ingram, former Los Angeles Charger, a great pass rusher, but he's going to make his impact well known there in the run game. 2nd and 9, trying to find Rodney Foreman, one-hand grab, and that is a big catch for the second-year receiver who is slowly looking like he is regaining form from the rookie season. He's making big plays more and more as the weeks go on. Very next play, looking for Sammy Watkins in the drag. It's going to be Xavier Howard making the tackle. 6 for 8 so far for Philip Shelby. 2nd and 8 now on the 40-yard line. Philip Shelby, play action, rolling out to the left, trying to find an open guy. He's going to end up trying to throw it a little bit behind him to David Njoku, who had a little block and release pattern there, but he's unable to connect there as he gets hit after the throw. 3rd and 8 now, trying to keep this drive alive, hopefully put a touchdown up on the board, and almost caught there by Sammy Watkins, but a play like that feels like it could have gone either way for Byron Jones or Sammy Watkins. A risky throw right there. After a great punt by Colquitt, we are going to pin them on the 4-yard line, but Marlon Mack navigating his way through the front 7 there for a good gain of 8, and more importantly, getting them out of trouble. Now on the 12-yard line, 2nd and 2. Looking around, once again handing it off to Marlon Mack. They're going run heavy here today, as we expected. We just got to adjust now and find a way to stop them. That's enough for the first down. In the shotgun, once again, draw play. Marlon Mack picking up another 5 yards there. He's getting to the 4 or 5 yard marker before ever being touched. But here is a Wildcat here, getting creative without a solid passing game so far. It is another handoff to Marlon Mack. This time we are prepared. So 3rd and 5, and Tua is now back out at quarterback. Tua in the shotgun, gonna drop back. It's gonna be a screen play, but he does not have an open guy, and intercepted by Trey Flowers off the foot of Marlon Mack, and the big man's got himself an interception touchdown. And just like that, we get our first touchdown out on the board. Hopefully we get a replay here, and we do. And there he is catching it. We do not see it off the foot of Marlon Mack, but an exciting play for the big man. Big boys like him do not get opportunities very often to go ahead and score a touchdown, but he got one there and he took advantage of it. Back on offense after the unfortunate interception, a pitch out to Marlon Mack taken down by Terrence Kramer to force a 2nd and 8. Marlon Mack, very next play, is going to be taken down, but not before getting the first down. That's another gain of 8. Marlon Mack, very successful here today in the run game so far. We need to limit the run game if we're hoping to shut these guys down offensively. Very next play, finally looking like he's going to get his first completion, but dropped by the receiver. That was a first down grab right there, but he does not come down with it. So 2nd and 10. They are going out wide to Marlon Mack, but Malik Hooker is going to track him down and force a 3rd and 9. Trying to get them to pack their bags early once again. Tua dropping back, looking around. He's got a couple guys down the field open, hopefully. And nope, throws it out of bounds, not even giving his guys an opportunity to go make the catch. Back on offense, handing this one off to DeAndre Swift, perhaps dancing a little too much in the backfield here. He's only going to get 1 yard. Once again, a very balanced offense. 10 runs to 10 passes. Philip Shelby, blitz coming in. He's going to find Kerry Haynes right down the middle for a short gain of about 6. That's a solid play there to force a 3rd and 3. Looking around, dropping it off. Nope, we're going to hand this one off to DeAndre Swift, but Melvin Ingram, is going to be able to make the tackle. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 back for the Dolphins here. We are not taking advantage of the good field position that we're getting. Very next play, Marlon Mack taken down by Terrence Kramer, who seems to be very interested of playing sideline to sideline here today. He's having a phenomenal year down the middle for us. Looking around in the passing game this time, Malik Hooker unable to stay close to him. A broken tackle, and about 20 yards later, Marlon Mack gets himself the first reception and first completion for Tua. 2nd and 10 after the throwaway by Tua. Empty back set. Mike Gesicki lined up on the left, looking around, trying to find an open guy, and eventually pressure comes in, and it is Trey Flowers, has himself a pick 6. He decided why not add a sack to the stat sheet. So 3rd and 17 here. They have not been good passing the ball downfield, and they're just going to end up running the ball. It is indeed Todd Gurley, as I said before, getting the 3-yard gain, but nowhere near the yards needed for the first down. You can see the crowd already becoming a little uninterested in the game. So it's a 1st and 10 for Detroit once again. Philip Shelby trying to read the defense, looking around, trying to see if he can make a read before the ball is even snapped. Finally does snap it. Looking around, pressure coming in, but right down the middle is TJ Hawkinson. It's a risky pass when I throw that little sit route right over the center. He struggled with it just a couple games ago, throwing 2 interceptions off that simple pass, but he does complete it there. Philip Shelby, 1st and 10 after the pass to Hawkinson, finding the sideline for Melo St. Clair, unable to get to the out of bounds, so we do indeed use our 2nd timeout. Looking around now, Philip Shelby just trying to get some yards here to put us in a position to put some more points up on the board, but pressure does eventually come through as nobody gets open, so it's a 2nd and 10 now. Continuing with the empty back set, you got Swift in the slot on the left. Looking around, finding the sideline here, but Sammy Watkins unable to keep his feet in bounds. So a 3rd and 10 here, and we want a first down if we want to get into field goal range. Looking around, finding Rodney Foreman, who catches the slant and is able to turn it upfield. Byron Jones gave him a little too much room, and he's going to be able to get the big first down and a bit more. So this drive stays alive, but we have now used all 3 of our timeouts. Going to the sideline for Rodney Foreman, a big catch, and tiptoes his way into the end zone. That is his 9th touchdown of the year, and that might be the best play he's made. Out of all the big plays we've made him seen him make down the field, this might be the most impressive one. Naturally, momentum in the air is carrying him to the sideline, but he's able to keep balance, tiptoe his way back into a more comfortable area of the sideline, and able to run himself into the end zone. And what a way to end the quarter. And the score is now 17-0. This might just be our best start to any game this season. So, Jamal Agnew is indeed going to get his first kickoff of the game, and he's going to be able to get that to the 26. Not too bad for the athletic return man. And so leading 17-0, we do get the ball back at half. So here we are back on offense. Looking down the middle, TJ Hawkinson hitting the sideline. He's got some room ahead of him before Eric Rowe eventually takes him down. 12 for 18 so far for TJ Hawkinson. He's letting the sideline know he just made a big play. Looks like he was about to outrun some of the more athletic DBs on this team. 1st and 10 now, handing this one off to DeAndre Swift. It's going to be a short gain of about 3. So, 2nd and 7 on the 42. Already a great start to this drive. Philip Shelby dropping back, trying to find somebody going. Tipped into the air and picked off by Bobby McCain. Makes a couple people miss, and down the field he goes. Philip Shelby unable to catch up to him. A couple guys pursuing, but Bobby McCain has himself a pick 6. And just like that, it's the defense, the very talented defense, getting the first points up on the board for Miami. An unfortunate situation for the Detroit offense, looking to solidify this lead. 1st and 10 after the interception, handing this one off to DeAndre Swift, trying to get the run game more involved. He's going to pick up about 3 yards right there. So, not finding a lot of success so far. 2nd and 7. Play action here, trying to find the open guy. He's going to find DeAndre Swift once again, who might just be short of that first down marker. 13 for 20 so far for Philip Shelby. 1st and 10 now on the 35. Philip Shelby in the shotgun with Swift off to his right. Looking around, finding TJ Hawkinson. That's going to be a short gain of about 5. Not too shabby, if I must say so myself. 2nd and 5 now on the 40. Philip Shelby handing this one off to DeAndre Swift, trying to bounce this one back inside, but it's going to be all reliable captain Kyle Van Noy making the tackle for a loss of 1. So empty back set here with a bunch off to the right. You can see Njoku the closest to the quarterback. Snapping the ball now, looking for the open guy, and a tough throw right by Jerome Baker for Kerry Haynes. And he just makes all the tough grabs in the middle of the field for us. I love watching Kerry Haynes play, and we're happy to have him back in the starting lineup. And him having earned that spot back in the starting lineup with, Valdez-Scantling perhaps not performing as we wanted him to. 2nd and 5 now on the 41. Feels like I've said 2nd and 5 on this drive just a couple times. Let's try and get a play here. But Van Ginkel, big play. But DeAndre Swift picks it up, and he's actually able to get a couple of those yards back. Ends up only being a loss of 1. A scary play there for Detroit's offense. 3rd and 6 now. Philip Shelby, hopefully this does not affect his confidence. Finding Rodney Foreman in slant. Byron Jones was there for him step for step, but you put it in his chest, and you protect the receiver, and we've got an easy grab right there. 1st and 10, 30 on the 33. Play clock is slowly running out, but Philip Shelby, taking his time to read the defense, does eventually call an audible. Right down the middle, able to initially break a tackle, but not much more after it. Only a gain of 2. So we're really relying on the pass game here, and this is where we've struggled throughout the season if the run game is not working as we wish. 3 seconds left on the game clock. Looking around. Philip Shelby going to throw it up the middle and just overthrows Sammy Watkins, and Jerome Baker nothing ahead of him, and that's going to be the 2nd pick 6 of the game for Miami in the second half. So every single point scored so far has been by the defense, but more importantly, our 17-0 lead has been diminished to a lead of only 3. After a run to DeAndre Swift on first down, only gaining 2, Philip Shelby looking to regain composure and control of this team, overthrows it there for Rodney Foreman. So a 3rd and 8 here, and our hot start has been absolutely put out. And we're just looking to get some more points up on the board. This is not a great showing so far in the second half. Almost intercepted again as he just misses the mark. And here come the confidence issues for Philip Shelby, allowing Tua to hopefully go take the lead for the Dolphins. First play, Marlon Mack breaks a tackle, but he'll eventually be met by Malik Hooker. Takes him down for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 on the 20-yard line here. We did get a good punt initially. Let's see if we can do something with it. Dropping back, nobody protecting him. He's going to dump this one off to Mike Gesicki. That's going to be a good gain. Only the 2nd completion of the game, and we're almost done the 3rd quarter. Pitching it out now to Marlon Mack and finally getting him behind the line of scrimmage. 15 rushes for about 50 yards. That's a loss of 3. I believe that was Amani getting the initial contact there on Marlon Mack. 2nd and 13 now. Motioning in from the right. Looking around for an open guy. He's going to just hit the sideline here, not finding anything comfortable. The worst thing you can do right now is if the passing game isn't working, don't supplement it by throwing interceptions. Dropping back now, going to the sideline, and this one's just going to be thrown incomplete by Tua. Only 2 for 12, 33 yards and 1 interception. It has been an absolute horrible showing so far by the Miami offense. Now, handing this one off to DeAndre Swift, breaks 2 tackles, almost a 3rd, but he's going to eventually be tripped up for a gain of 7. This is one of our better runs of the game so far. Very next play, we're going to hand it off to him once again, showing confidence in the run game and our offensive line, and we're going to pick up another 10 yards right there, so 18 carries for 73 yards. They haven't come very easily, but we are forcing ourselves to get the run game going. Very next play, a little screen pass to DeAndre Swift, but all reliable. Kyle Van Noy will track him down. So 2nd and 8 here on the 45, about 8 minutes left in the 4th. We need to put some points up on the board here, finding Swift on the sideline, but momentum naturally carries him out. So it's going to be a 3rd and 9 here for the Detroit offense. Philip Shelby looking around, dropping back, finding Melo St. Clair wide open in the flats, trying to make a man miss, but Byron Jones, a former safety and a very good open field tackler, is able to keep disciplined right there, and he's going to be able to take him down in the open field. Very next play after the first down, rolling out, trying to find an open guy, trying to dump it off to David Njoku, and Philip Shelby is just struggling right now to make some of the easier throws necessary. Motioning in by Sammy Watkins, actually getting to the outside, making a man miss, getting a good block right there, but caught by the ensuing defensive lineman. And you know that's going to end up on ESPN, but not for the reason you'd like to think so. A defensive lineman was able to track him down all the way from the line of scrimmage. And Sammy Watkins is one of our faster receivers. We do punch it in, though, with Keyshawn Crocker on the very next play. It's good to see him back in the end zone. We have had issues getting him involved ever since the midpoint of the season. Very next play for the Dolphins is going to be a little screen pass there, but he'll be taken down by Terrence Kramer right away. That's his 10th tackle for a loss. So 2nd and 15, definitely not a successful first down. Looking around now. He's going to go for a screen for the 2nd time, but this time open field ahead of him and a couple blockers, but he does not set them up properly. You'd like to see Marlon Mack perhaps be a little bit more conservative there to allow his blockers to get upfield and hopefully get him more yards. 1st and 10 now on the 38. Tua dropping back. Marlon Mack releases off to the left, going deep. This one might actually be in bounds, but it is not. Either way, Kevin King, one of our taller and more lanky cornerbacks, is able to pump that one back into the air and into the sideline here. So no danger right there. 2nd and 10 on the 38. 5 minutes and a half left in the 4th. Let's go make a play right here and end this game right away. He's going to throw this one to the sideline there. It's going to be incomplete. So 3rd and 13, looking around. Tua is going to head to the sideline again, but Mike Gesicki is just unable to stay in bounds. But they're going for it pretty early here on the 4th and 10. They're trying to put some points up on the board. Let's see if we can stop them. Going deep. Kevin King once again. Go make a play! And he does intercept it, but does not keep his feet in bounds. But we do get good possession of the football here. And we're already on the 37, not too far from comfortable field goal range. A good run by DeAndre Swift. And just like that, the field goal range we were looking for is achieved. So just like that, DeAndre Swift is going to pick up about 15, and he's got 86 yards here today. And look at the difference in yards. About 350 total offensive yards for us offensively. Finding TJ Hawkinson right there. Touchdown by the big tight end. And he's going to run into the end zone and go through contact. And just like that, 31-14. But back to my point. At the time before the TJ Hawkinson catch, we have about 350 yards offensively, and the Dolphins only 90, and this play right here is not going to help them. 6 for 19 for 46 yards so far for Tua. Empty back set here, 2nd and 10 on the 25, 4 minutes left in the 4th. Looking around, Tua trying to find an open guy, heads to the sideline, incomplete once again, 6 for 20. This has been an abysmal performance by the Miami quarterback. 3rd and 10 now. 31-14 is the official score. They are on the 25-yard line. Looking around, heading to the sideline, and Tua is not even keeping the ball in bounds. He is completely lost out there. His guys are just not getting open, and he is definitely struggling without his top 2 receivers. Going down deep to Jeff Okudah, who catches it, and it's marked an interception for the young quarterback. And we have to review this one. It does not look like he got both feet in bounds. So 1, right here is 1. That's definitely in bounds, but does he get that left foot in? He definitely does not. And they're marking this an interception. Absolutely incredible play by Jeff Okudah nonetheless. But how does that count as an interception? I mean, we'll take it. That's the 2nd interception for Tua, and the offense does come back out here. But an impressive play by Jeff Okudah, and with a little bit of Madden luck, things go our way. DeAndre Swift on the little pitch play there is going to lose yards. Jerome Baker, the one making the tackle. That's his 75th tackle of the season. So 3rd and 8 here and a first down, and perhaps a field goal can really put this game away. Let's see what we can do. Trying to find an open guy, going to the sideline, pressure coming in, not comfortable with any of his receiving options, so he'll end up just throwing this one away. 1st and 10 now for Tua, making a man miss, but Malik Hooker is going to put a stamp on Mike Gesicki. So that's going to be a big hit there, but a good gain of 9 nonetheless. And let's see if they can get that passing game going in the dying minutes of the game. Incomplete pass there with Malik Hooker initiating contact. So 3rd and 1 with 1:56 left in the 4th. On the 29-yard line, looking around. Tua trying to find an open guy with the check down there. Marlon Mack just enough for the first down there. Unable to create enough pressure, and he's going to find his guy wide open at some point. Another big play right down the middle of the field now. And look at this offense making some moves. About a minute left here. They're finally completing passes. There's another one. This is going to be a short gain of about 1. So 2nd and 9. They do get out of bounds, so that will stop the clock. Tua just trying to leave this game with a little bit of pride here, I suppose. Finding Mike Gesicki in the crossing routes there. Jeff Okudah able to trip him up. 11 for 28 so far, and imagine that. The last 2 minutes are also going to be his best drive of the game. 2-minute drill is in full effect. Pressure coming in down the middle, so that's going to be an incomplete pass. 36 seconds left here. They just want to put some points up on the board. What can they do? Finding the sideline there. He's going to be able to turn it upfield, get the first down, and get out of bounds. That's a high IQ play by Dyson. On the 10-yard line now, 29 seconds left, 1st and 10, looking to put some points up on the board. Trying to find somebody, heading to the sideline once again. Marlon Mack, short gain of about 4 right there. So 2nd and 6 here with 23 seconds left. And I must say, they are just extending the inevitable right here. The game is over, but they're just trying to put some points up on the board. Let's see if they'll be able to do it. Throwing it to the back of the end zone. Nobody open there. That's going to be an incomplete pass with 19 seconds left. 3rd and 6. What will they do? Finding the back of the end zone. A catch, but he is not going to be able to stay inbounds. You can see our guys dancing on the sideline. They're very happy to get back on the winning side of the football game. Looking around now, trying to find an open guy back of the end zone, but incomplete once again. So they do not get the points up on the board. Tua should have probably just needled that one in. So we are just going to run it here just to get that clock rolling. They do not end up using any of their timeouts. And ladies and gentlemen, Detroit is finally back on the winning column of the scoreboard. And it feels good. A pretty good game there by Philip Shelby. 2 unfortunate interceptions and a little bit of a return of his confidence issues. But a game winner, a win is a win. Okay, we saw a great game by TJ Hawkinson and Rodney Foreman. Only 1 sack allowed throughout the game. We spent a lot of time on offense, so we're not seeing a lot of our guys with big numbers in the tackle category. But Malik Hooker and Terrence Kramer seem to be the go-tos when we're looking in that category. And of course, the interceptions from Trey Flowers and Jeff Okudah. Perhaps 2 of the best interceptions we've seen in this series. And maybe the best 2 interceptions we'll see all series. So thank you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. And see you guys soon.